Yo, 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 yo. Salute, salute, salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again with another WNBA live watch along. Hope everyone's doing well on this Thursday evening, Thursday, June 18th. We had a lot of games last night, and we saw who came out on top. The Liberty will be facing the Las Vegas Aces in Brooklyn on June 30th for the Commissioner's Cup final. But we have only one game on the W schedule this evening. It's between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever, live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Salute to everyone who's tapped into the channel. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe on the way in. This is the second time these two teams will be facing off this season. They last played on June 4th. The Fever won that game 83-71. That was a home game for Indiana. This game, this is the second of 4 matchups between these teams. They'll play again on June 20th and then on August 16th. All right, this game is on Prime Video, so that's where I'll be. That's where I'll be showing this game. That's where I'll be watching this game. Actually, it's oh snap! It's Kara Lawson, LaChina Robinson, and Lisa Byington. Kara Lawson, coach of Duke women's basketball and Team USA. All right, let's get into the starting lineups for both teams. 9-4 Dream, 9-5 Fever. We have Jordan Canada, Allisha Gray, Rhyne Howard, Naz Hillman, Angel Reese. No Bree Jones. She's still working her way back from off-season surgery. For the Indiana Fever, you have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Mo Billings, and Aaliyah Boston. No new players out for them are their developmental players, Justine Passat and Bree Hall. What's up, Jeremiah? Salute, salute. What's going on, my friend? You got a lot of dreams for the win. We'll see. We'll see if they come out on top. Salute to you, my friend. Salute, salute. All right, I have a poll out on the YouTube. Who do you think will win tonight's matchup? Will it be the Atlanta Dream or will it be the Indiana Fever? Let me know in the comments on TikTok, on Twitch. Let me know. Put your thoughts in the comments below. Who will win tonight's matchup? As a reminder, I do not show the games live here on the channel. I just do play-by-play and stats. Caitlin Clark debuting her Caitlin Clark 1s. Her signature sneaker, coming out tonight. She's going to be not coming out, but she'll be debuting them tonight. Coming off an Eastern Conference Player of the Week award for Caitlin Clark, averaged 25 points, 4 rebounds, almost 7 assists on 49% shooting, and the Fever went 3-0 in that week. What's up, Mads? Salute, salute. Yeah, Prime is really good with the graphics. I gotta salute them. I'm glad that they're putting the same foot forward that they did with the NBA on the NBA side. The Dream defense they're focusing on, they're 3rd in the league in points per game allowed, 9th in field goal percentage allowed, and they're 1st in steals and 1st in turnovers forced. So they're a very defensive minded team, which has led to their hot start to the season. Currently, the Atlanta Dream are sitting in 4th place, right behind the Liberty. The Liberty are 11-4. Dream are in 4th place at 9-4. The Fever in 6th at 9-5. Both teams coming off wins. Salute for the Jules, Mats. Appreciate you. Salute, salute. Scott, the game is on Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, that's where you can watch the game tonight. So the game is on Prime Video. Only game on the W schedule tonight. Durston, salute, salute. What's going on? Yeah, man, I gotta get the streams in while I can. I'll be leaving the country tomorrow evening, so I won't be able to do any watch-alongs. I'm bringing my equipment with me, at least some of it, so it won't probably be as involved as it is when I'm home, but I at least want to, if I can, try to get some streams in while I'm overseas. But yep, we streamed every day this week, Monday through Thursday. So we've had some good games and then we've had some blowouts. We've seen the Dream Oh, Angel Reese over here singing the anthem. I guess they're celebrating Black History, and Angel Reese was singing along. What was I gonna say? We had a blowout. The blowout was, what was that game, y'all? It was Aces Wings. The Wings beat them by 30. That was Monday. I think every team got blown out on Monday. So we don't know. I'm going to France, Durston. Going over to France. Me and my lady. Over to Cannes. So my first time going over to France. I've never been to France before, so it should be a good time. This time is personal. It's not work. I'm not traveling for work this time. But that's why I've been doing my Duolingo, Sierra. See, why you hating? Why you hating? I got a 126 streak on Duolingo for French, so I know a little something. But let's see, when I get over there and they speak it fast, I'm gonna just be like, just nodding my head. I'm gonna just be saying merci, merci. Just thank yous all over, and just saying s'il vous plaît and whatever else I remember from French. Or bonjour, that's most important. Learn to say hello. That is important. All right, broadcast went to commercial, so I guess when they come back we'll get started here. You know how to say bad words in French? Of course, that's the first thing people learn in a different language, the curses. Everybody knows how to say the bad words in another language before they know how to say anything else, which is which says a lot about our society. All right, we're still in commercial here. I'm not just talking about France for the fun of it. I'm just trying to kill some time here. Yeah, I respect it. Chillin' salutes, a cursing more important than greeting. Damn, that's harsh. That's rough, but I get it. Who do you think will win tonight's game? Put it in the comments. Hit the poll. Let me know your thoughts. Will it be the Dream evening the season series at 1 game apiece, or will the Fever take a 2-0 lead in the season series? Chillin says Fever. Okay. Who else I got? According to the poll, 80% of y'all say Dream. I know, Sierra, you're a Dream supporter. So we shall see who comes out on top. It's funny going from watching the World Cup, where they start the game damn near right on time, to basketball, or like basketball in America, where they say 7:30, it's about to be 7:40 and the game hasn't started yet. Salute for the thumbs up, Mads. Appreciate you. Let me take these closed captions off. I don't know why they keep turning on. I think since I watch my stuff on movies on Prime with captions, they stay on for the shows. All right, finally, the broadcast is officially starting. They're doing a little like pre-roll, so hopefully we get to it soon. Chillin said, "Wait, Depends is De'Aaron Fox on the court? That's crazy." Man, De'Aaron Fox catching strays in a whole other league. Couple of people I know went to the parade down in the city today. It was an absolute madhouse from what I saw. Absolutely crazy. I was nowhere near that. I was here home doing laundry and working. I was not going nowhere near Manhattan today. Yeah, where is Kyle? I don't know where Kyle's at. He'll probably pop in soon. You wore his Knicks jersey at the parade? Yo, they must have got a nice chuckle out of a couple people. But I heard it was wild down there. They shut down the trains. People was there from like 4 a.m. I was not competing with that. I'm not a Knicks fan, but as a New Yorker, it was good to see the city alive and everyone feeling good. Got my souvenir from the finals. Showed it off last stream, but I'm showing it off to y'all new. Oh, so salute to the Knicks. I'm a Heat fan, but I gotta salute the New York team. Yeah, I seen a couple crazy videos as well. Mendo, I'm not gonna show the game. The game is on Prime, Amazon Prime Video. I'll just be giving you live stats and commentary. I can't show the live game. All right, guys, can we start the broadcast? Can we start the game? It's 7:40, almost 7:40. Like, all right. So the players finally giving each other high fives, shaking hands, and all that good stuff. And then we're finally gonna get into the actual action. Oh, they're waiting on you. See, it's you holding up the crowd. All right, y'all. Aliyah Boston versus Angel Reese for the jump ball at center court. Ball is up, and we kick off this matchup with the Atlanta Dream in possession. They'll start the game, start the first and the fourth quarter with possession after winning the tip. Rhyne Howard over to Allisha Gray. Allisha Gray attacks Kelsey Mitchell, gets cut off, throws it out to Rhyne Howard, throws up the three, and it's off the rim, and Mo Billings grabs the rebound, but Rhyne Howard steals it out her hand. Mo Billings, she got to dry her hands off. Looked like she got some butter on her fingers. Just couldn't secure the rebound. Rhyne Howard swoops in and lays it in. Ball and play with Mitchell over to Billings. Right side to Lexi Hull. Over to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark shoots the three, misses, but it was a foul before the three on Naz Hillman away from the play. Both Aliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark finished the game last time with a double-double against the Toronto Tempo. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. Steps back. Finds Aliyah on the roll. Good hands by Howard. But she steps out of bounds. It stays with the Fever. 8 seconds on the shot clock here. Stephanie White, head coach of the Indiana Fever. Caitlin gets it into Hull. Wide open for the mid-range jump shot, and she knocks it down. Ties the game at 2 apiece. Lexi Hull is on the board. Jordan Canada at the controls here. Top of the key. Guarded by Clark. Dribbles to the right side of the three-point line. Waiting for the play to develop over to Naz Hillman. Left side to Reese. Reese goes into the post against Boston. Reese throws it out to Canada. Canada, top of the key. 3 is up and good. Jordan Canada. Good start. Knocks down the 3, and it's 5-2 Atlanta. Caitlin Clark, guarded by Hillman. Dancing with the ball. Gets into the paint. Loses the ball from behind, and it goes off Canada's fingers and out of bounds. Remember, I said pregame, Atlanta leads the league in steals and in turnovers forced. So you got to try and take care of the ball as much as you can against this team. Aliyah Boston gets the inbound from Caitlin, who gets it back. Caitlin, guarded by Rhyne Howard. Tries to cross over. It gets deflected, and Canada gets on the floor first and gets the steal. As I said, they force the most turnovers, and they do it there. Rhyne Howard with the ball. Gets it over to Canada, left side of the court. Back to Rhyne on the right side. Rhyne gets it down to Reese. Reese attacks Mo Billings, goes for the reverse layup, and reverse layups it in. Right-handed reverse layup on the left-hand side for Angel Reese. She's on the board. Caitlin Clark on the attack. Gets downhill on Reese. Right layup is good. So Caitlin Clark is on the board. Her first basket. Naz Hillman with the ball. Naz over to Canada. Canada for another 3, and this one's too strong. Angel Reese, offensive rebound, does what she does best. But the ball trickles out to Rhyne Howard. She's off the front of the rim, gets her own rebound. Rhyne Howard spins in the lane, and Mo Billings snatches it right out of her hands on the half spin. Caitlin with the ball. Comes off the screen from Billings. Has guarded by Naz Hillman. And they call a foul on Naz Hillman. Had her hands tight on Caitlin. And that's her second foul, so she'll probably have to go to the bench early here. So Sika Kone comes in for Naz Hillman, goes out with 2 quick fouls. Aaliyah Boston gets the inbound. Aaliyah Boston hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell hasn't scored yet. Throws it out to Lexi Hull in the corner, but it was a foul on the pass. And is that on Angel Reese? That may be on Angel Reese. So it is Indiana Fever ball. That's 3 fouls on Atlanta already. 2 more fouls. And the Fever will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Caitlin gets downhill, drops it off to Mo Billings. Power dribble and lays it in. Mo Billings with her first basket of the game. 7-6 Atlanta. Canada gets downhill, takes a bump, goes tight ropes to baseline, and comes back out the other side. Canada finds Sika Kone on the cut. She stops, reverses, throws it back out to Canada, loads up for a 3, and they call a 3 in the key. I thought Canada got the 3 up first, but that is a turnover by the Dream. So ball back to the Fever here. 7-6 is the score. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark guarded tightly by Rhyne Howard. Spins off to the left. Caitlin keeps the dribble alive. Gets it over to Boston. Boston on the attack. Throws it in the corner to Mitchell. Sika Kone loses Mitchell wide open for 3, and it trickles out. She gets lucky there. Angel Reese with the one-handed rebound. Angel in and out dribble. Attacks Mo Billings. Goes up. It gets blocked by Billings. Oh, they call a foul. It was so loud, I didn't hear the whistle. So it is a foul there by Mo Billings. So Angel Reese gets the rebound, goes coast to coast, gets downhill. I don't really know about that one, but they call a foul anyway. Chillin said his $5 parlay is done already. Damn. Angel Reese misses the first free throw. Tahina Pow, second-year player out of South Carolina, checks in for Jordan, Canada. Second free throw is up, and she knocks down the second. Angel Reese. The 8-6 lead for the Dream. Caitlin with the ball, left side of the court. Gets it over to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston finds Caitlin cutting central. Throws it over to Mo Billings in the corner. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin loads up for a 3. And Caitlin cashes out for 3. Caitlin Clark knocks down to 3. Her first 3 of the game. And then the Fever take the lead, 9-8. Caitlin with 5 points, 2 assists as Allisha Gray cuts down the center of the paint and lays it in with the left hand. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Left side of the court, guarded by Pow. Goes behind the back, attacks left. Takes a bump, falls away from the baseline. Too strong. But Mo Billings pokes the rebound away. Pow gets the rebound. Over to Allisha Gray. She attacks Boston. No foul call there. And the foul on the putback by Sika Kone. So they're showing the replay of Caitlin Clark's last 3. Passes to Billings, relocates, get the pass back, and knocks down the 3. Yeah, you saw Allisha Gray was about to get in the ref face. Angel pushed her away to save her. So Sika Kone at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up and misses. Angel Reese goes to the bench for her first break of the game. Naz Hillman checks back in with 2 fouls. Interesting. Second free throw is up, and Kone misses both free throws. Rebound to Lexi Hull. Dream up 1, 10-9. Ball down to Boston, guarded by Hillman. Hillman trying not to foul. Boston spins, steps through, and scoops it over. And Fever retake the lead, 11-10. Got Pow with the ball. Pow over to Hillman. Finds Gray in the left corner. Gray tries to drive, spins in, fall away, and short. Lexi Hull with the rebound. Lexi Hull. And they call a foul on Allisha Gray on that full court defense there on Hull. Jordan Canada will come in for Lexi Hull. Sophie Cunningham about to check into the game. I think she's coming in for Lexi Hull. It's the goggles, man. It's the goggles. Ball over to Boston from Clark. Gets it back. Caitlin Clark, hezzy move. Steps back, gets it over to Boston at the top of the key. Hand off to Cunningham. She had a season high 20 plus last game. As Boston gets downhill, drops it off to Michaela Timpson, who cuts from the baseline and lays it in. So it's 13-10 Fever. Fever is starting to string some good possessions together now. Ball in play with Hillman. Hillman over to Howard. Howard gets around Timpson, throws it out to Kone. Kone steps through the lane, goes up, gets another foul on Boston, I believe. And she'll go back to the line for 2 free throws. Let's see if she can actually make them this time. But we have our first timeout of the game. 13-10, the Fever leading the Dream in Indianapolis. Right. So, okay, so far, looking at the game leaders, Angel Reese leads the team in all 3 major categories: points, rebounds, and assists. Caitlin Clark leads in points and assists with 5 points, 2 assists. Lexi Hull has 2 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston, that was her first foul, so she's not in foul trouble as of yet. I thought she got a foul on the previous play, but it says she only has 1 foul. So Naz Hillman, the only one in foul trouble with 2. Sierra said, Jay, stop rooting for the Fever. I'm not rooting. I'm just telling the people what's going on. Salute to everyone listening on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, a follow, subscribe. We do watch-alongs all season long. Our 4th day in a row doing watch-alongs on the channel. We'll see how it goes over the next week. But I'll try and get in as many as possible. Hope you guys are liking the YouTube shorts and the TikToks I'm dropping of my reactions with the live game footage. I try to give you guys just glimpses of what we're doing here on these streams. Right, so to reminder, they're showing the commercial, so I'll tell you tomorrow, games on Ion, the Liberty and the Mystics play again for the 2nd time in a week. The Lynx play the Valkyries at 10 p.m. And I think there's another game that's not on Ion. But that game is at 7:30 to Washington and the Liberty, and then Minnesota and the Valkyries at 10. You said Kelsey Mitchell turned into Celtic Shaq? Nah, she just hasn't got involved yet. Kelsey Mitchell is like a microwave scorer. When she gets one to go, then when it rains, it pours, as they say. Oh my gosh, my stats thing is messed up again. They keep every time I create this thing, it screws up. Let me try and fix this. One second, I'm gonna fix it on the vertical stream. The stats are right. The players are on the wrong sides. All right, yeah. See, it's hard because I can't really check it until the game starts. So they're talking about players with signature shoes in the league. There's 5 players with signature shoes: Caitlin, Angel, Asia, Brianna, and Sabrina. So that's pretty cool. Sika Kone shoots the free throw. She knocks down the first this time. All right, cool. I fixed it. So we should be seeing the right stats now on the vertical stream. Sika Kone misses the second. Cunningham gets the tip rebound. Oh, carry! Oh my days. How did they miss that? She had the ball over her head. Like, what is happening here? But Rhyne Howard gets the steal on Clark. Rhyne Howard attacks Mitchell, steps through, goes up, and scores. Rhyne Howard with the basket. So they don't call the carry, but they turn it over and the Dream lay it in. 13-0. Caitlin Clark trying to attack Howard. Shoots a one-leg fall away over her, and Naz Hillman snags the rebound, saves it in bounds. Howard over to Canada. Canada in and out dribble. Throws it over to Hillman. Hillman up top to Rhyne Howard. Rhyne Howard over to Kone. Kone right side of the lane. Gives it over to Canada. Canada comes off the curl, finds Kone on the roll. Kone, left hand layup is good. So Sika Kone has come in and given some great minutes here. It's 15-13 Dream. Aaliyah Boston looks to attack Hillman with 2 fouls. Hillman playing off her. Aaliyah Boston left hand baby hook is good. Ties the game at 15. Canada with the ball. So I think they're going to keep attacking that matchup. Canada fakes the handoff, goes to the lane, and lays it in with the left hand scoop. So now the offenses are starting to go tit for tat here. 17-15. Clayton goes behind the back, pushes off Pow, spins off her, and lays it in. Tough move there by Kate. And it ties the game at 17. Naz Hillman with the ball. Over to Pow. Let's see if Pow gets some revenge. She pulls up for 3. Oh, she misses. Boston with the rebound. Over to Clark. Clark turns on the Jets. Steps back for 3. Doesn't take it. Spins off Pow. Keeps the dribble. Oh, doesn't keep the dribble. Looks at the ref. Thought she wanted a foul there, but gets it over to Boston. Cunningham with the ball. Steps back for 3 over Kone. And she cashes out from 3. Sophie Cunningham. 20-17. Fever take the 3-point lead. Pow with the crossover. Goes up, throws the floater off glass, and scores. Quick response there. Caitlin, quick outlet over to Cunningham. Oh, almost doubled there. I think she might have doubled. The referee telling the Dream bench to chill out. They all yelled because they thought she double dribbled. Hand off to Kelsey Mitchell. Finds Timpson on the roll. Timpson goes up and lays it in. It's everybody's offense right now. Nobody can stop anybody. 22-19. Pow with the ball. Gets into the lane. Throws up the floater. Too short. Timpson with the save off of Pow's head. And it goes to the Fever. So ball and play here with the Fever. Sorry, they were showing some replays. What's up, Liz? Salute. And they try to hand it back to Caitlin. Jordan Canada pokes it away. Caitlin Clark goes to the bench for a breather. Good start for her. Caitlin Clark with 7 points, 2 assists. Maisha Hines-Allen comes in and inbounds the ball to Kelsey Mitchell. Let's see if she can get involved now. Kelsey Mitchell steps back for a 3 off the back of the rim. Timpson with the long tip rebound out to Hines-Allen. Over to Sophie Cunningham, and they call a foul on Izzy Borlaise of the Dream. So Fever, Atlanta now in the bonus, so the Fever will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter. So Sophie Cunningham at the line for 2 free throws. Apparently she was on the USA broadcast last night as a special contributor. She knocks the free throw down. Second free throw is up and good for Cunningham. So it's a 24-19 lead. Fever on top here. Canada gets it over to Gray, who finds Reese. Reese over to Hillman. Hillman lobs it up to Reese. Reese attacks Hines-Allen and scores. Comes back into the game and gets another bucket to go. Raven Johnson, the South Carolina product, is in the game. Gets it over to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen looking for Raven. Finds Timpson, though. Timpson dribbles out to 3. Looking for Cunningham. Hand off to Cunningham. Cunningham dribbles right over to Hines-Allen. Over to Kelsey Mitchell, dancing with it. Takes the right baseline jump shot and scores. Kelsey Mitchell is on the board. She shows shifty. You back up because you don't want to give up the drive, but she's capable of knocking down the jumper. 26-21. Canada over to Hillman. Hillman finds Borlaise. The Australian Borlaise gets into the paint, goes across the lane. Oh, overshoots the layup. He tips out to Reese. Reese tries to step through, runs into the brick wall. Hines-Allen gets fouled and scores. And she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. I don't really know what... Let me see what this replay... I don't know what Hines-Allen can do there. Hines Allen, she has her hand straight up. Reese initiates the contact and still gets the foul. That's tough. Allisha Gray goes to the bench. It looks like Medina Okot. And I missed the other person who could be checking in. And Rhyne Howard checks back in as well. So Angel Reese at the line for the for the free throw for the 3-point play. And she knocks it down. 26-24. 40 seconds to go. Raven Johnson with the ball. Raven comes off the screen going left. Guarded tightly by Borlase. Raven Johnson into the paint. Tries to squeeze it into Hines Allen. It's stolen. Canada has a 3-on-2 here. Drops it off to Reese. Good hands there by Mitchell. But Reese gets it back. Goes up. Smokes the layup. And Kelsey Mitchell gets it. Shot clock turns off. Salute for the chili. Bad. Salute. Shot clock is off here. 13 seconds to go. Kelsey Mitchell dribbles left. Attacks Canada. Gets cut off. They bring a late double over, but Mitchell steps back for a 3 and drills it right in front of the Atlanta bench. 4 seconds to go. Canada with the ball. Canada for 3 at the buzzer, and she's way off. And that's how the first quarter ends. At the end of 1, Fever 29, Dream 24. So at the end of first quarter, offense is going back and forth. The players that need to show up are showing up, at least the stars, the main stars. Caitlin's doing her thing. Reese is doing her thing. So we're going to take a look at the box score now that we have a break in the action. So score is now 29-24 at the end of the first. Let's take a look at some of these stats here. Naz Hillman, 7 minutes, 2 fouls, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Angel Reese, 8 points, 3 rebounds. Allisha Gray with 2 points. Jordan Canada with 5 points. And Rhyne Howard with 4 points, 2 rebounds. Off the bench, Sika Kone, 5 minutes, 3 points, and you have 2 for Tahina Pow. They're shooting 50% from the field, 17% from 3, 1 for 6, and then 3 for 7 from the line. And they have 2 turnovers as a team. For Indiana, Mo Billings with 2. Aaliyah Boston with 4 points. You got Kelsey Mitchell with 5. Lexi Hull with 2. And Caitlin Clark with 7 points, 2 assists. Off the bench, you got Hines Allen yet to score. 4 for Michaela Timpson and 5 for Sophie Cunningham. Fever shooting 71% from the field, 60% from 3 on 5 attempts, and they've made both of their free throws. They have 3 turnovers as a team. All right, so that's the score at the end of the first. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, follow, share. Helps the channel out tremendously. So we're at a commercial right now, in a commercial, excuse me, at the moment. Somebody is enjoying some earthly substances. It's coming through my window here. If you know, you know. At halftime, we'll go over the box score, the team stats, and we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule in the W. And then we'll take a look at the standings as well. Also, while we're in a break here, make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the YouTube description. And you got and you have it. If you're on the vertical, it's at the top right of your screen, right above my head. Where's my finger? Over here. Put that link in and you'll be able to join the Discord. We show live games in there when I'm not streaming for the most part. So make sure you're tapped in over there. Who's that on the Dream bench? One of the assistant coaches. All right, let's focus. Gotta stay focused. Ball in play here with the Fever to start the second quarter. Raven Johnson, Caitlin Clark, Mo Billings, Hines Allen, and Sophie Cunningham on the floor. Raven Johnson over to Hines Allen, finds a cutting Billings. She goes up, smokes the layup, but chases down her own rebound, gets it out to Clark. Clark wide open for three, and she's short. She's been short on her threes for the most part. Like on the season overall. Canada finds a cutting Hillman. Hillman reverse layup is good. Assist to Jordan Canada. It's 29-26. Oh yeah, it's legal here in New York, Liz. It is legal. 29-26 is the score. Ball in play here with Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson, right to left crossover, attacks Canada, left side of the floor, loses the ball though. Allisha Gray picks it up. It's a 2-on-2 here. Gets it over to Rhyne Howard. Pump fakes, steps back, three from the wing. Cash. Rhyne Howard knocks down the three, ties the game at 29. 5-0 run here by the Fever to tie the game. Their defense is what fuels their offense. Caitlin goes cross court past to Mo Billings. Didn't have her balance. Gets it to Raven Johnson. Gets down the lane. Throws up the layup. And it's off. Angel Reese with the rebound. Over to Canada. Dream looking for the lead. Canada right to left crossover. Gets down the lane. Lays it in with the left. Timeout. Stephanie White. You seen that coming a mile away. Stephanie White responds to this Dream 7-0 run with the timeout. Defense turning into offense is showing Allisha Gray find Rhyne Howard. Pump fakes. Relocate. Three. Cash. You know, Rhyne Howard, one of the streakiest players in the W. She sees a few go in, and it could be a long, long night. So we're back to a commercial here. Went 31-29. Dream on a 7-0 run to start the second quarter. Let me end this poll before y'all start cheating. 83% of y'all said Dream will win. 17% said Fever will win. So we'll see who comes out on top here. Salute to everyone hanging around. We're at another commercial break. Timeout here on the floor. Oh, that was you who voted late, Mads, of course. Yeah, I'm not watching my usual source to watch the game. So I'm just watching the Prime broadcast. They just showing commercials. You know, consumerism and capitalism commercials over here. What you mean? I gotta check the temperature. Matt said Jay getting ready for I'm getting ready. That's what I've been doing all day, actually. All right, broadcast is coming back. Sierra, new poll. Who's your favorite stud in the hero? Something else. Rhyne Howard averaging 3 steals a game. She leads the W in steals per game with 3. So we're about to restart this second quarter. 7-0 run here by the Dream. And I think there's a clock issue. So they're going to inbound from half court. Look at you, Matt. I went to a meeting to partner with a podcast who AZ set to record to do her FUD around and find out. That's dope. That is dope. Hopefully you get that partnership and you get to interact. And there's a foul away from the ball. Angel Reese with the foul. Doesn't agree. Sierra says, will you eat a lot of cheese? I'm gonna eat whatever I can. No, I don't know. Probably drink some wine. You know, they say France is wine is a wine country, right? So we'll see. Caitlin Clark steps back, going left for the midi and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark with the jumper ends that 7-0 run, ties the game at 31. Oh, you have. They're gonna pull up my YouTube chats and my Discord chats. Reese with the ball. Reese finds Rhyne on a back cut and they call a foul on Cunningham on that pass. So what's France? They're showing oh, so France is cheese country? Shows how much I know as Naz Hillman knocks down the left corner 3 and the Dream take a 3-point lead, 34-31. Oh, it's probably champagne. Oh, Caitlin throws a nice hezzy over this Cunningham in the left corner, up top to Boston. Boston looking for Caitlin. Caitlin goes behind the back, steps back, finds Boston on the roll. Nice pass, but Boston too strong. Tips the rebound out to Ty Harris. I just noticed she came in. Boston in the post against Hillman. They throw it out to Clark. Clark spins back right. Throws up the floater, gets fouled by Pow Pow. And she'll go to the line. Oh, champagne and cheese. The more you know. So Caitlin Clark at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up and good. I respect that, Chilling. Sometimes you got to do that. I share my travels in the Discord, so I'll post some pics in there. Ball and play here with the Dream after Caitlin knocks down both free throws. She's up to 11 points. Pow Pow over to Rhyne Howard. Howard gets the screen from Reese. They call an offensive foul, moving screen on Reese. That's 3 fouls on Angel now. Rhyne Howard got to give her a little bit more time to set that screen. They didn't challenge it, so she's stuck with the 3 fouls. Caitlin Clark with the ball, gets downhill, tries to go across court. Ball gets deflected high up to Cunningham. She shoots the 3 and knocks it down. 36-34, Fever with the lead. Rhyne Howard with the ball, attacks Caitlin Clark. Oh, she gets to the basket, draws the foul, and will go to the line for the 3-point play. Yeah, Liz, that game was insane. They say Sophie is 73% from 3 in the last 3 games. Rhyne Howard for the 3-point play, knocks down the free throw. It's a 37-36 lead. Caitlin with the ball, crosses half court. Oh, almost loses it. Rhyne Howard applies the pressure. Caitlin spins out of it. Caitlin, high pass to Ty Harris. She saves it. Ty Harris, 10 feet from the basket, too strong on the jumper. Canada with the rebound. Canada on the push here. Canada over to Allisha Gray. She's been quiet. Allisha Gray gets the ball stripped by Ty Harris. Ty Harris on the push. Throws an outlet to Cunningham. She catches and layup is up and good. Touchdown Fever. (38-37). That was their first fast break point of the game. First fast break points, I should say, of the game. Fever up 1. Canada with the ball. Canada mouths the play. Canada looking for Allisha Gray. Gets it over to Reese on the left side. Back to Canada. Canada, oh, nice hezzy move. Finds, Izzy Borlays on a nice baseline cut. Shovel passes to Borlase, and she scores. The Australian is on the board. Ball with Caitlin. She pump fakes. Gets it down to Cunningham. Cunningham, and they call a 3 in the key on Sophie Cunningham. Turnover Fever. What up, Brandon? Time to find out if Fever can hang with the good teams. They're like 1-5 against team with winning record. Well, yeah, we'll see. They're hanging tough so far. Yeah, and their one win was against the Atlanta Dream, so we'll see if they continue that. So it is Dream Ball 39-38, 6:06 to go here in the second quarter. Rhyne Howard at the controls here. Rhyne Howard gets the screen going right from Reese. Goes behind the back. Left to right crossover. Goes for the scoop. Oh, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Aaliyah Boston, but Rhyne Howard snatches it right out of her hand. Izzy Borlase for 3. Too strong. Angel Reese with the rebound, and they called the 4th foul on Angel. That's 4 fouls on Angel Reese, and she's twirling the finger again. And they say, nah, Angel. We can't. So Angel's going to have to sit on the bench with 4 fouls. Oh, they didn't show like what actually happened. They just show her getting the rebound. I don't know. They're showing the play is not showing what happened, that Sophie Cunningham ended up on the floor. Yeah, that was a gamble there, as LaChina said on the broadcast, leaving Angel in with 3 fouls in the second quarter. So that'll be her 4th if it stands. Are they showing the replay now? Oh, the elbow did get up a little high there. She was trying to box out. Yeah. Sophie's fate. Yeah. I don't think it's an official's review, not a challenge. There you see it. Yeah, we'll see if it's upgraded, but it definitely is a foul. She has the elbow high. And then she pushes it when she's trying to spin to get that rebound. Ethan? Oh, I see what the joke is. That's interesting. She was trying to get her arm up and go for the ball, but Sophie's face is right there. Those faces getting in the way, right? Yeah, but it's gonna stand as a foul. Let's see if they upgrade it though. Chilling. I don't know if you want her on your roster, my friend. But the officials are at the TV or at the table reviewing it, so we'll see what the call is. Oh yeah, see if you Nafisa is a good. I respect you for Fee, but Sophie, I don't know you like that, but I think you can do better, my friend. Respectfully. Sierra says Sophie's fault for being the same height as her elbow. That's what I'm saying. It's not my fault, you tiny. Yeah, so they're not gonna upgrade it. They finally get to a resolution here. So it's just a common foul. Sophie looking for more. So it's gonna be Fever Bowl. Angel's gonna have to sit the rest of this quarter with 4 fouls. She has 8 points and 4 fouls. So she's gonna have to take a seat the rest of this quarter. We might not see her to the third. Oh. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball for the Fever. Gets it down to Boston. Boston against Hillman. She's been playing with 2 fouls. What? Oh, they call a defensive 3-second. I thought they were about to call a foul on Hillman. I was gonna say, come on now. Dylan, I hope you're just being facetious and not telling the truth there. Look at Aaliyah 9. Base card. Ball and play here with the Fever. You got Aaliyah Boston at the top of the key. Aaliyah Boston hands it off to Kelsey Mitchell. Oh, step back and crossover. Kelsey Mitchell down to, Jordan Canada guarding Aaliyah Boston, and she wins the battle there. Gets through 2 players. She has advantage. Allisha Gray loads up for a 3, and she cashes out. Allisha Gray. She's quiet all game and knocks that one down. 42-38. Caitlin with the ball gets doubled out to Boston. Boston can shoot the 3, and she knocks down the top of the key 3, returns the favor there. 42-41. Canada with the ball. Canada crossover to the left, hands it off to Allisha Gray, comes off the curl, gets fouled by Caitlin, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Allisha Gray, she's been quiet all game, gets wide open on this transition play. But Aaliyah Boston comes back to the other side and cashes out from 3. It looks like Aaliyah Boston trying to put a new contact in, but she drops it on the court. Don't tell me she's about to put it in her eye. I'm about to say. Yeah, get some solution on that, please. I know all about that. Allisha Gray at the line. First free throw is up, and she misses. She was trying to adjust the contact, and then it just fell out her eye. Damn, I hate when that happens. What brand they using over there? AccuView? Canada goes to the bench. Pow checks back in. Allisha Gray at the line for the second free throw. And knocks it down. So Caitlin Clark quickly up the court. Gets it down to Boston. Guarded by Rhyne Howard. She's been guarding everybody in this game. Spins off her. Boston goes up too strong. But they called a foul on Rhyne Howard. I don't care for Cece's playstyle, but she is not SGA level flopping. Yeah, VB be throwing her body all over the place, and I like Veronica. Veronica Burton. As Aaliyah Boston too strong on the free throw. Hope you guys have been voting in the W All-Star for the W All-Stars. Vote daily until June 27th. I haven't voted not one time, so push y'all votes in for me. Ball and play here with the Dream. They're up 1, 43-42, under 5 minutes to go here. It's been back and forth. Dream trying to keep the Fever at bay. Pow attacks Caitlin, goes into the lane, throws up the floater, and scores. Tahina Pow with the basket. 3-point lead, 45-42. Caitlin comes back the other way. Double cross, step back, 3 for the tie, in and out. Naz Hillman, and who's that? Izzy Borlaise gets on the floor for the rebound. Damn, help her up. Sheesh. There's Izzy on the floor. Izzy Borlaise, that is. Medina Olcott comes into the game. They're showing about the fan voting after the first returns. You got Boston, Caitlin, Reese, and Mitchell all in the top 10. So it's a jump ball between Timpson and Borlaise. The Fever win the tip. They don't call the violation there. That's very interesting. Boston against Olcott. And what are they calling? The 2 South Carolina products. I don't know what they call there. Filomeno, salute, my friend. I know you're in the Philippines, right? Salute from the Philippines. From New York to the Philippines. Hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Sierra, I don't vote. I never vote in All-Star stuff. I don't care for it, really. I'll leave that to y'all. All right, there was a clock issue that they're trying to work out here. Chillin said Jessica Shepard been making Asia Wilson look like AD. Ball and play to Boston. Boston attacks Olcott, spins into the middle of the lane, goes up, left-hand floater, and they call a foul. So Aaliyah Boston will go to the line for 2 more free throws. Yeah, VB plays for the Valks. Reigning most improved player. Sierra, you funny. But true. Aaliyah Boston again misses a free throw off the back of the rim. Yo, she probably been in the weight room too much. Too much power on them free throws. Aaliyah Boston now 1 for 3 from the line. Fix up. Second one is up. She knocks that one down. And it's a 2-point game again. 45-43. You need Gray to get 14 shots tonight, Christopher. She hasn't been taking a lot of them, so we'll see. Medina Olcott under the basket finds Borlase. Borlase, nice cut, and floater is good. Borlase being at the right spot at the right time. And she gets another basket to go. Izzy Borlase off the bench with 4 points. Caitlin over to Boston. Boston trying to attack the rookie South Carolina product in Olcott. Gets it back to Caitlin. Caitlin rescreens again. Comes back the other way. Steps back from the left elbow and knocks it down. Makes it back, brings it back to a 2-point game. Pow quickly up the court. Hand off to Rhyne Howard on the go. She takes a mid-range jump shot. Olcott fights for the rebound. And Hull corrals it over to Clark. Clark finds Boston on the roll. And it looks like a block by Borlase. Wow. Izzy Borlase with a swat there. They have a 3-on-2. They get it to Allisha Gray. She pump fakes, gets to the basket, and lays it in. Defense to offense there for the Dream. Izzy Borlase, what a block. Ball up to Hull. Hull looking for somebody. Anybody. Gets it over to Boston. Over to Clark. Clark back to Boston. Boston stops. 10-footer. Misses. Rhyne Howard with the rebound. Izzy Borlase with the ball. Gets it over to Pow. Down to Olcott. They call a 3 in the key or they call a foul on Timpson before the shot. All right, we're going to another timeout here. Caitlin Clark, they're showing the last shot she made. Step back midi over Olcott. And then Allisha Gray on the break gets the pass, drives from the right side of the lane, and lays it in. The Prime theme song is fire. Salute Common and the rest of the crew that made that song. Looking at the comments, Brandon says Olivia Miles definitely top 10. Yeah, she was in the top 10. Borlase has been good the last couple games. That's good for Borlase. Chillin says they need Kelsey Mitchell. I don't know why they think Aaliyah Boston gonna save them. She's shooting too much. Looking at the box score, we haven't looked at it in a while. You got Naz Hellman with 5 points, Angel Reese with 8 points but 4 fouls, Allisha Gray with 8 points, Jordan Canada with 7, and Rhyne Howard with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Off the bench, you have 4 from both Pow and Borlase, 3 from Sika Kone. For the Fever, you have 2 from Billings, 9 from Boston on 3 of 7 shooting, 5 for Kelsey Mitchell. She's only taken 4 shots. 2 for Hull, 13 for Caitlin Clark. Oh, excuse me. Wow. None for Aisha Hines Allen, 4 for Michaela Timpson, 10 for Sophie Cunningham. Right, we're still in commercial here. Salute to everyone who's tapped in on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Appreciate you guys for finding the live however you did and tuning in for the only game on the W schedule tonight between the Dream and the Fever. We are in a timeout right now. Leading scorer in the game is Caitlin Clark with 13 points. They're talking about Rhyne Howard here. Rhyne Howard was the number 1 overall pick in 2022. Aaliyah Boston was the number 1 overall pick in 23. Then you had Caitlin, the number 1 overall pick in 24. So you have the 3 of the last couple #1 overall picks playing in this game tonight. So since Rhyne Howard, all the #1 overall picks have won the Rookie of the Year award at the end of the season. So if Olivia Miles might break that trend if she continues her stellar play. But since 2022, the #1 overall pick in that draft has won Rookie of the Year. All right, so it is dream ball. Rhyne Howard to inbound right by the Fever bench. Gets it into Pow Pow. Pow Pow gets it over to Allisha Gray on the right wing. Allisha Gray looking for Okot. Can't get it to her. Boston denies, but Allisha Gray blows by Cunningham, goes down the lane, and lays it in with the left. A lot of South Carolina representation in this game. We'll talk about it at the next break as Boston with possession. Boston hands it off to Ty Harris. Ty Harris over to Hull. Hull pump fakes, takes the right baseline jump shot, and can't get it to go. Rebound to Okot. Over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow hands it off to Gray. Gray stops. Gets it over to Izzy Borlaise. Izzy Borlaise Euro steps through the lane and gets fouled and won. Izzy Borlaise, having a quarter here. So the Australian over here Euro stepping, and there was no foul there. But listen, she gets the foul call and won. She'll go to the line for the 3-point play. And Izzy Borlaise knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. Dream 7-0 run in the last minute and change. They're up 9 here on the Fever. Caitlin goes behind the back over to Boston. Left side to Cunningham. Cunningham looking for Caitlin off the screen. Caitlin loads up for a 3 and she buries it. Caitlin likes that 3 going left and she knocks it down. 54-48. Caitlin up to 16 in this first half. Tahina Pow Pow with the ball. Gets it over to Izzy Borlaise. Borlaise gets around Caitlin, gets into the paint, throws up the floater, and scores. Izzy Borlaise having a quarter for her life here in the W. She's up to 9 points. Caitlin throws it over to Boston. Gets it back to Caitlin. Caitlin guarded by Borlaise. Caitlin, oh, good hezzy move. Stops, throws up the floater. They called a foul on the floor, but she wants the N1. And she's frustrated. And she's had a couple expletives there. Happening. Caitlin Clark at the line for 2. They were in the bonus, so she was shooting free throws anyway. She wanted the N1, doesn't count though. So free throw is up and good for Caitlin. She working on a 20-point first half here. Second one is up and she misses. Rebound to Okot. Under a minute to go here. Dream up 56-49. Canada attacks Caitlin, slips, and they call a foul. And she says a couple more expletives towards her bench. That's 3 fouls on Caitlin. I don't think it was a foul. Oh, I guess the feet get tangled there. And she's just yelling at everybody who can hear. And she's just cursing up a storm. And she's yelling at her bench to challenge it. But she just cursing at everybody. Damn. As Canada hits the first free throw. Yeah, they still do ticker tape stuff, Liz. That's why it stays in the area where it is. In the Canyon of Heroes. That's where all the champions walk through. That's where the Liberty walked through as well. Nah, she was cursing out everybody. Damn. Caitlin dives to the lane, throws it out to Ty Harris. Harris loses the ball, gets it back to Caitlin. Caitlin attacks Borlaise. Keeps the dribble alive. Hands off to Ty Harris. Atlanta, good switching here. Caitlin attacks Okot, and they called a foul on Okot. With 2 on the clock. Mads, let me put this on the big screen. I'm gonna mess up your motion. Caitlin at the line. First free throw is up, and it misses. Allie Clifton, Swin Cash, Lindsey Harding, and look at Kelsey Plum in the studio on Prime. Oh, that's crazy. And Caitlin misses both free throws. So it's Dream basketball, about a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Boston struggling to rebound tonight. Not struggling, but is struggling, actually. She has 1 rebound. Canada with the ball. 4 on the clock. Okot lines up for a 3. Too strong. And Allisha Gray can't get the offensive rebound. .58-49 is the score. 6.8 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Clark attacks Howard. Clark finds Mitchell on the back cut. And what do they call? And it's a turnover by Caitlin. With 1.1 seconds to go, Atlanta should just inbound this and call it a half, and they do. So at the end of the first half, the Atlanta Dream have an 9-point lead. I can't do math. 9-point lead over the Fever, 58-49. So Angel Reese went out, as the broadcasters just mentioned, and it results in the Fever outscoring them in the quarter. I don't know if that's a coincidence or it's a correlation, but that's what the stat said. Let me hear how Izzy Borlase talks. Probably sounds super Australian, of course. I think it's just ball moving. Nah, let me stop. I don't want to mimic the Australian accent. That opens up. Damn, why does my voice sound like that? I can't speak like Izzy. I can't speak like an Australian. Boxing out. Nah, let me stop. I keep trying and then I keep telling myself to stop. But Izzy Borlase, good second quarter for her particularly. We'll take a look at the box score, the team stats, and all that. Sound like one of the youths off Top Boy. It's funny, if you tell an Australian they sound British, they get offended. There's some similarities, but some key differences as well. Let's take a look at the box score at halftime. Whoa, refresh. There we go. 58-49 is the score. 58-49. They have a totally different cadence. People, I don't know why people mistake them for the same, but you could definitely tell the difference between an Australian and a Brit. 58-49. Atlanta outscored Indiana. Indiana outscored Atlanta 29-24 in the first. The Dream outscored the Fever 34-20 in the second quarter. Wow. No, I think, yeah. Nah, there's not. I tried. I can only pronounce certain words like Melbourne. I can say Melbourne correctly, not Melbourne. But I can't mimic accents. That's not my calling. For the Dream, Naz Hillman, 12 minutes, 5 points. She had 2 fouls in the first quarter. She stayed out of foul trouble the rest of the way. Playing solid defense on Aaliyah Boston. 8 points for Angel Reese, 5 rebounds, but does have 4 personal fouls in the first half. Had to sit. 10 points for Allisha Gray with 2 assists. 9 for Jordan Canada with 2 rebounds and 4 assists. Rhyne Howard with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. and the steal and a block. Sika Kone with 3, 4 for Tahina Pow Pow, and then Izzy Borlays, the Australian, with 9 on 4 of 6 shooting. So she's the bench leading scorer. Let me look at your comments right quick. Yeah, we're gonna get to what Angel got. Young Shiner. Barry said, "What's the deal with the commentators? They're insufferable." Yeah, that's why I do this, because I listen to them, so y'all don't have to. For Indiana, Mo Billings, 8 minutes, 2 points. I was gonna pick her up in fantasy just as a streaming play, but good thing I didn't. She hasn't been good. Aaliyah Boston with 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Only has 1 foul, so very interesting. Kelsey Mitchell with 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Lexi Hull with 2, and you have Caitlin Clark, the game's leading scorer, with 17 on 6 of 10 shooting, 2 for 4 from 3. She's missed 4 free throws already, which is interesting. And 3 assists, 3 turnovers. Michaela Timpson with 4, Sophie Cunningham off the bench with 10. They're shooting 56% from the field, 60% from 3, 54% from the line. You got to make your free throws. They're free for a reason. And let's take a look at the team stats right quick, and then I'll take a look at the comments again. So in terms of field goal percentage, Dream shooting 61%, Fever shooting 56%. So both teams shooting high percentages from the field. Dream not shooting really good from 3. They're at 36%. Fever shooting 60%. From free throw line, both teams under 70%, which is not good. Dream leading the game in rebounds 18-9. The assists, they're leading in assists 13-9. Leading in steals 5-2. Blocks 2-0. Fever have more turnovers. They have 7 turnovers. They've given up 10 points off of those turnovers. The Fever have 4 turnovers. I'm sorry, the Dream have 4 turnovers. They've given up 7 points off of their 4 turnovers. Fast break points in favor of the Atlanta Dream 10-2. Points in the paint, look at that. 38-16 points in the paint advantage for the Atlanta Dream. And then they have more fouls, 14-10. Largest lead of the game was 9 for the Atlanta Dream and 5 for the Indiana Fever at halftime. 58-49. All right, let me catch up on some of these comments here. What did I miss? Durston says we do swear a lot. Yeah, Aussies do swear a lot. Oh man. Conlan or what Matt said, turn off the commentators and turn me up. Conlan said the national parades in New York are worth going to, even if your nationality is that country. Yeah. That's my bot talking. Jeremiah said, come on, I need Angel to show up. Don't get no more. Yeah, you need her not to get any more fouls, yeah. All right, cool. I caught up on all the comments. All right, cool. So that's the score at halftime. Oh, Canada ends up killing Qatar in the World Cup 6-0. Damn. Durston, talk about Australia. We play y'all tomorrow, don't we? Australia, US in the World Cup. That should be an interesting one. Both teams coming off wins. Oh, look at Kelsey Plum. She looking nice on the broadcast. See you, KP. But back to more pressing matters here. Let's take a look at the upcoming W schedule. Magnet, Boston double-double might be hard to come by tonight. She only has 1 rebound at half. So unless she gets 9 rebounds in the second half, you are SOL. All right, so as I mentioned, we only have 1 game on the docket tonight, Atlanta and Indiana. Tomorrow we have 3 games, Toronto and Connecticut at 7:30 p.m. That game is on League Pass. If you want to go to the game in Connecticut, tickets as low as $5. Cool. Washington and New York on Ion. Tickets as low as $31. And Minnesota and Golden State at 10 p.m. Both of those last 2 games are on Ion. Garrick on TikTok, I don't think she will. Unless Atlanta starts breaking up a storm. 9 points, 1 rebound. It's going to be tough. Especially when Angel comes back in. She did have a great game last time. In terms of rebounding, but different matchup, different result. All right, on Saturday, 3 games: Indiana at Atlanta, 1 p.m. on ABC. Seattle and Phoenix, 3 p.m. on ABC, and then Chicago at Dallas, 8 p.m. on CBS. One eye open like CBS. If you know, you know. On Sunday, June 21st, you got Golden State at Las Vegas. That should be a good one. 4 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus. Washington at Minnesota, 6 p.m. on NBA TV. And you have New York and LA at 8 p.m. on ESPN. I think they're trying to build that as basically, since it's the 30th anniversary of the league, well, depending on how you count it, 29, 30, whatever. But that's the 30 years from the first game in the W, which was between New York and LA. I forgot what ESPN is calling it, but it's basically it was basically a replica of the first game in the W's history. This is what this game is on Sunday at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Yeah, Mini and Golden State should be a good one as well. Mini and Golden State. Whoops, should be a good one. I keep doing that. There we go. Wrong screen. On Monday, we got some matchups: Chicago and Connecticut, 7 p.m. I shouldn't say that should be a good one. That should be okay. When tickets as low as $4. So if you wanted to go to the game, you're in the area. Toronto and Atlanta at 7:30. Those games are on League Pass. Then we have one on USA Network, Phoenix and Indiana at 8 p.m. And then Dallas and Seattle at 10. Tuesday, the 23rd, a precursor to the Commissioner's Cup final. New York and Vegas face off for the first time in this season. It'll be in Vegas. 10 p.m. USA Network. I'm just go to Wednesday. And then Wednesday, you got Phoenix and Indiana at 7:30 p.m. Minnesota and Washington at 7:30 p.m. Portland and Chicago at 8. And then Atlanta and Golden State on USA Network and CNBC. Interesting. CNBC now coming on to show some of these games as well. All right, so that's all the games from now until Wednesday. We'll see which ones and we end up doing if I'm able to put them in the Discord for you guys or do some watch alongs, but we'll play it by ear there. All right, let me catch up on the comments here. 5 a.m. my time, not sure what time it is. Yeah, over here, what time is that game? Let's take a look. World Cup. Tomorrow. That game's 3 p.m. our time, so that's the afternoon. So I guess I'll watch that before I head to the airport. 3 p.m. Yeah, I keep forgetting Australia is so far ahead. Jeez. Jeez. Crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of network games. That's what comes with when that's what, to explain to everybody, that's what really funds the player contracts is the TV deal. So the more TV deals they get, the bigger the contracts are able to go, because these networks are paying a lot of money to have the rights to show these games, and then the money funnels down to the players. I think in the future, once the league gets to a certain point, I think they'll, I don't know. See how the NBA sort of scaled up the amount of national partners. I think the W might be the same. So this is just the way of the world right now with all these network partners here, unfortunately. So I'll be here to get you guys through as much as I can. So just rock out. Catching up on some more comments here. Pam, what's going on, Pam? Tickets in LA are so high, then there's $30 parking and an $8 for bottled water. Yeah, listen, when I drive down to Barclays, I'll park in the free street parking in the neighborhood around the arena. I don't buy nothing at the arena unless I'm starving. I eat before I go. Barclays, the only thing they'll get out of me is maybe if I take the train, I'll probably have a beer or cider or something, but More often than not, I don't buy anything at Barclays when I go. Matt said, I just need a flight to San Fran. $16 tickets. Yeah, for real. It'll cost you more to get there than to go to the game. It's funny how that works. Yeah, Qatar got absolutely smoked. I remember Sabrina mocking the Knicks when the Liberty won. Oh yeah, because the Knicks hadn't won anything. But now, it's easy. How I find street parking? I just know the way, the ways to go. I I just know which areas to look. If you don't mind walking a little bit, you can find some street parking. You might have to circle for a bit, but I have some key areas I search first before then I expand my range. Man, you can't imagine me drinking beer? Damn, that's crazy. I have a Stella Artois once in a while, but mainly I stick to the ciders nowadays, unless I'm on vacation in a sunny island with the beach and the vibes. Then I'll turn up a little. I'll turn it up to a stronger beverage of choice. But on a casual, it's usually cider. Oh yeah, so Sierra in your case, then yeah. Then you'll just have to pay the $50 for garage parking by the arena. Yeah, Les, when you live in a city like New York City, you gotta save your coins while where you can. 'Cause it costs $50 for parking on game day. I remember when my lady did she go to a concert or did she meet me at the game? She parked like at a parking lot right next to the arena. It was $50. I said, girl, you are insane. But listen, different strokes, different folks, as they say. Broadcast is coming back on now. I have it muted. I'll wait for action to actually start. Pond Landing, I've done that before, actually. I've actually walked from... I'm dating myself here, but y'all remember if y'all live in the Northeast area, Midwest, when we had that blackout back in... What was that? 02, 03? The 03 blackout that took down took down everything. I was at a basketball camp down all the way downtown Manhattan, and my dad and I, we walked from 23rd Chelsea Piers, 23rd Street on the west, all the way up to like 150th in the Bronx. I was a young kid, and I was like, Dad, we got to get home. I ain't trying to be here when it gets dark out here. Yeah, 03 was the blackout. Yep. RC, what up, my guy? My guys, I just bring water in a cough syrup bottle. They might think it's something else. But anyways, third quarter is back, y'all. Third quarter is back. Finally, halftime be taking forever. Angel Reese is back in the game. Boston attacks Hillman, goes up for the hook shot and scores. Hillman doing the best she can to avoid that third foul. Played her tough, but Boston backed it all the way down. Looking at TikTok. You think Indiana will win this game? It's a possibility. They could come back, but I'm leaning Dream as Canada gets down the lane and misses the scoop. Caitlin, pass over to Hull. Hull sees Gray in her sights. And they call... Oh, something flew on the court. I don't know what that is. That looked like a Rose toy, to be honest with you. No, honestly, it was like a red something at the right elbow on the court. Remember when they was throwing that stuff on the court last year? No, I hope that wasn't that. I don't know. They didn't show a replay, so I can't tell. Somebody rewind for me. Allisha Gray with the steal. Allisha Gray down the lane and lays it in and gets fouled. We'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Sorry, yes, this is a family-friendly channel, Mads. I apologize, but that's what it looked like. Somebody will post it on X. They honestly didn't even show a replay, so I couldn't, and I'm not trying to rewind to see what it is. Allisha Gray at the line for the 3-point play, pushes the lead to 10, 61-51. Nah, I'm being honest. It was a red circular object on the court, but it was sitting right on the red of the paint. So maybe my eyes are just bad, or maybe I'm just imagining things. As Kelsey Mitchell goes to the lane, throws up the left hand floater. If you don't know what it is, don't look it up. It might corrupt your browser history. Angel misses the layup. Caitlin with the ball. Let me get back to hoops. Caitlin down the lane, goes off glass off the right-hand side and scores. Caitlin Clark into double figures here. Oh, well, not double figures. The 20-point threshold here. Caitlin with... Oh, I thought she... Is this thing behind? She's up to 19, sorry. I thought she had another one. Oh, Mo Billings with the foul on Hillman. And Hillman will go to the line. So Caitlin's up to 19, excuse me. 19 points for Caitlin. Yeah, foul by Billings there. Naz Hillman knocks down the first free throw. Brendan. Listen, I'm waiting for somebody on X to confirm my suspicions. No one of these accounts probably like somebody probably put a bet on Kalshi or what's the other one they were betting on stuff? Betting on the green thing. Anyways, Caitlin with the ball steps back, going left for three, and it's short. Fight for the rebound over to Angel Reese. Reese over to Canada. Canada goes behind the back, almost loses it. Finds Allisha Gray on the run. Allisha Gray floaters up, it trickles out. And Aaliyah Boston with the rebound. And an offensive foul by Aaliyah Boston, moving screen. So nobody gonna say nothing. All right, cool. Somebody stole. Oh wow. The Knicks for the Knicks parade, they had painted some of the garbage bins orange and blue. Somebody stole one. Of course, I'm not surprised. Canada over to Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman hands it off to Rhyne Howard. Rhyne Howard gets downhill, double clutches, can't get it to go. Aaliyah Boston with the rebound. Maybe I was wrong about Boston, but she turns it over. And then Allisha Gray turns it back over. Kelsey Mitchell go behind the back pass. What the hell? And then they call a foul here on the Fever. No, that was some Harlem Globetrotters, Curly Neal, and in a bad way looking offense just now. Ball and play here with Allisha Gray. Let's see what Gray can do. Whoa, might have been a travel. Naz Hillman gets down the lane and can't get it to go. Long rebound all the way out to Caitlin Clark. 63-55. Caitlin finds Mo Billings on the roll and finishes the left-hand lay. Mo Billings with the finish. And then a turnover by the Dream, I think. Atlanta turned the ball over off the inbound. Jinx. Hey, chillin'. Take it easy. Take it easy on the city. I don't live in the 5 boroughs, but take it easy. Boston with the ball. Boston attacks Hillman. Boston bodies up, goes up, and draws the... Oh, and they call a travel on Boston before the foul. Yeah, Clark finally having an efficient game. You're right. She's been putting up tour dates the past couple games. She's up to 19 on 7 of 12 shooting. Canada into the paint, nowhere to go. Throws it out to Gray. Gray on the attack. Corner to Hillman. Hillman loads up for a 3, and Naz Hillman hits the corner 3 right in front of the Atlanta bench. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell, nice of you to show up to the game. She drives to the basket and lays it in with the left hand. It's 66-59. Canada with the ball. Guarded by Mitchell at the top of the key. Canada sizing up Mitchell. Finds Rhyne Howard on a back cut. She catches it. Finds Hillman. Hillman goes up and draws the foul. And Naz Hillman will go back to the line for 2 free throws. So Naz Hillman at the line knocks down the first free throw. All right, nobody's posted any videos of my assumptions, so maybe I was just imagining things. But there was something on the court. As Naz Hillman knocks down the second free throw. Aaliyah Boston at the controls, crosses over, tries to back down Hillman from 3, takes a one-legged fall away Dirk style. Billings with the offensive rebound and gets fouled. And Mo Billings would go to the line for 2 free throws. Billings got the tip and then gets fouled by Allisha Gray. That's a foul. Am I echoing? Let me know. Maybe you have me open in 2 places. I hope not. Let me know if I'm echoing, y'all. No echo on YouTube. Okay, cool. That's good. Should be the same feed that's coming through. Ball and play here. It sounds good. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Pam. 68-61. 7-point game. Gets it over to Angel Reese. Angel Reese under the basket. Oh, she might have double dribbled. And she gets blocked by Aaliyah Boston. That's a jump ball. That's the one thing Angel Reese has that causes an issue for Angel. She brings the ball all the way down to her hip. So it allows everyone to just keep their hand up and block. Same thing Jonquel does when she catches the ball, she has to take a dribble. And then it allows the defender to get their hand on the ball there. And Angel Reese wins the tip, and they say it's a lane violation or a jump ball violation on the Fever. Boston stepped forward. Ball over to Angel Reese. Not Angel Reese. Rhyne Howard gets it over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow for 3. Top of the key. They stepped off her. She says, I could do this. And that's a 10-point lead here for the Dream now. Caitlin takes the bump, goes up, and misses the layup. And she falls on her ankle, and she's looking around. She's wearing her Caitlin Clark 1s. She gets up, though. Turned her ankle a little bit on the landing. Caitlin said, trade Boston for JJ? Nah, I'm cool. I am cool. Oh, she lands on Angel Reese's foot while Angel was waiting for the rebound to come. So it was an inadvertent. Oh, and Rhyne Howard gets a steal off the inbound, gets it up to Canada. Canada goes up and lays it in. And a timeout by Stephanie White. Rhyne Howard is just a beast on the defensive end, locking up everything. He said, Breanna Stewart barely doing. Come on, man. Watch the games. Breanna Stewart's not going to give you Asia Wilson numbers every night in terms of scoring. But she's going to do everything else. She's going to get you one night she might get you 25. She might get you a 15 and 12 game with 7 blocks like she did the other night. If you count on her for threes, don't, because I'll be cursing her out for the threes. But everything else, Stewie can give you, just not threes. Looking at Rhyne Howard stat line, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Yeah, I mean, she's getting older. She's dealing with, she's coming off injuries every season. So the numbers are gonna decline, but her subpar numbers are people's superstar people's like out of body numbers. So when she first came to New York, when she was fairly healthy, she was dropping 45s and 40s. But over the years, knees going, getting older, injury after injury, and that's what happens. 73-61 is the score. Dream outscoring the Fever 15-12 in the quarter. Hey, Cos, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. Brandon says Clark this season lives at the line. About half the calls are imaginary, but hey, yeah. I mean, Dave's the Luckman, but I can hear the game in your background, and I haven't heard that before. Did I unmute something? Hold on. How are you hearing that? Let me check my settings here. Were you hearing that before? Let me see if I unmuted something that shouldn't be unmuted. How are you hearing my game? Oh, I see. I think my the thing was looping back in. Is it still looping? Let me know. I think I unmuted something that shouldn't have been unmuted. Yeah. Damn. Good thing you told me that. It was taking in the computer audio and looping it back in. There we go. All right, game's back on now. Fever inbound the ball after that timeout. 73-61. Yeah. It's hard for me to keep track of what is going to YouTube, what's going to TikTok, going to Twitch. TikTok, it makes it annoying. I have to stream through TikTok's app. A defensive 3 in the key by the Fever. I mean, by the Dream. So it's one shot for the Fever. TikTok is annoying since I don't have the amount of subs needed to stream the other way. I have to use their platform. So it's cool. Thank you for that. Brandon said Reese is the female Julius Randle. That's crazy, man. Ball and play here with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin gets it over to Sophie Cunningham. I haven't said that name a lot. Boston in the post against Hillman. Goes up. Hillman gets the block, but Boston gets her own rebound, and they call a jump ball. So do they call the jump ball before the rebound or after? Let me see what the stats looking like. My bad to TikTok if I had you guys echoing this whole time. I apologize. Aaliyah Boston up to 5 rebounds. Oh, and then what just happened there? A loose ball foul on Sophie Cunningham on the tip. Both players fall on the floor. Oh my gosh, it was just a collision. Bodies hit the floor. I don't know what this replay is showing. Oh, showing the tail end. Yeah, that's a foul on Sophie. That's like playing Miles McBride over Brunson. I think that comparison chilling is a little off. Coach's challenge here by Stephanie White. They both bring different things to the table. That's what I'll say about that. Oh, let me check in for my flight while I'm here. While we're in a break here, they're reviewing this play to see if the foul is upheld against Sophie Cunningham. Oh, you talk about right now. I thought you meant just like overall. Understood. Right, they over here just showing all other types of angles here, besides the ones we need to see. So let's see what happens here. Atlanta is in the bonus, I believe. It had the arrow pointing towards them. So we'll see. What is happening? They're still reviewing this. My goodness. LMB says Steph White usually makes good challenges. They're still reviewing this, guys. Jeez. Did I watch the parade? I watched a little bit of it. I was in and out. I was going up and down the stairs doing laundry. One of my friends, he works for the Knicks. I saw him out in San Antonio when I was out there for work. As soon as I turned on the live stream, he was right there doing stuff, working. So I had to shoot him a text like, "Bro, what are the odds? As soon as I turn the live stream on, you the first person I see." But it was nuts. I had a couple other friends who actually went as spectators, and they sent some videos. It was absolutely insane. They didn't even get to really watch the parade because they got there too late. Unsuccessful challenge. Finally, we get an answer on that. Unsuccessful challenge. And Stephanie White is trying to get an explanation from the referee. Just putting people on the big screen so they can't say nothing. So Rhyne Howard's at the line for 2 free throws here. Rhyne Howard, first free throw is up and trickles it in. Oh, you seen that, Maz? Yeah, she over here shaking up, over here 2 hands shaking the ref. It wasn't malicious, but I guess when you're smiling and you touch the ref, it's okay. Rhyne Howard hits the second. It's 75-62. Caitlin Clark comes off the screen. She's been their best offensive player. Aaliyah Boston sheds Allisha Gray, and she lays it in. 75-64. Aaliyah Boston up to 13. Pow Pow with the ball. Comes off the screen. Pow Pow keeps the dribble alive. They leave her open. She tries to get it down to Reese, and Angel got a little frustrated. She didn't get the ball there. It got deflected. Boston picks up the loose ball. Cunningham gets bumped by Tahina Pow Pow. Man, Tahina must be strong. Sophie damn near went flying. Damn. not a FUD heavy crowd over here. Aaliyah Boston goes to the bench. She has 13 points, 5 rebounds. So she had 1 rebound all first half. She has 4 in the third quarter. Ball with Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell on the drive. Tries to get around Hillman. Can't. Throws it out to Caitlin. Caitlin drives down the lane. Right hand scoop. Oh, she overshoots it and trickles off the rim. She blew by Rhyne Howard and couldn't finish. Oh, Rhyne Howard drops it off to Angel. She goes up and lays it in. Nice pick and roll there. Every starter for the Dream into double figures now, and they call a foul on Canada for trying to fight over that screen. Yeah, Lambi Clark's wearing the Clark ones. the all blue Clark ones that they've been posting on socials and they've been promoting. Substitutions happening. Izzy Borlaise, the star of the second quarter, comes in. Oh, cameraman forgot his assignment. He didn't know if he was supposed to follow the player onto the floor or follow the player off the floor, and did neither. Kelsey Mitchell lines up for a three and knocks it down. 13 for Kelsey. It's a 10-point game. Canada gets around Clark and lays it in. Canada quickly with the response there. 79-67. Clark with the ball. Clark guarded by Borlaise. Steps back. Oh, that's a foul on Izzy Borlaise. They gotta probably review. They may review this for landing space, but that's a foul on a 3-point shot. That's tough. I know you think you can get there to the step back, but you just can't. Come on, chillin'. Come on, dog. Caitlin knocks down the first free throw out of 3. She's up to 20 on the game. Second one is up, knocks it down. Caitlin Clark with 20 points, 7 assists, 5 turnovers, though. She got to get the turnovers down, but she has the ball in her hands so much that it usually leads to more turnovers. 79-70. 9-point game. Canada with the ball. Canada attacks Mitchell, takes the bump, and misses the scoop. This quarter is dragging, I feel. Let me know if I'm tripping. 79-70, and Canada's going back to the line for free throws. Big Sashi said they're streaming it on YouTube. See, that's the thing. The one time I did it, they shut my stream down. But I see these other accounts do it, so I don't know what the trick is. So I gotta get the what's the 411 on that? If you know, you know. Canada knocks down the first free throw. She's up to 14 points. Second one is up and knocks it down. 15 for Jordan Canada, 81-70. Clark with the ball. Crosses half court, guarded by Rhyne Howard. Clark tries to get around Howard, goes behind the back, going back to her left. Nowhere to go. She's just dribbling the air out the ball right now. Clark still with it. Gets it over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen attacks Reese. Reese with 4 fouls. Hines Allen, fall away jump shot over Reese. Izzy Borlaise with the one-handed rebound. Oh, they miss Reese there. And they get it over to Canada. Finds Hillman in the right corner. Down to Reese. Reese sheds Timpson and scores. 83-70. Ball over to Clark. Clark gets downhill. Reverse layup over Borlaise and sneaks it in with the reverse. And the Fever get a steal here. Caitlin Clark on the push. Caitlin Clark attacks Borlaise. Floater goes up and draws the foul on Borlaise. She's picking on Izzy Borlaise, I can't lie. Caitlin going back to the line for free throws. Sierra says other accounts are in foreign countries and they play things during commercials or trick centers. And they usually only play the Fever game. Sometimes screen so easy to immediately after they delete and put up. See? That's the science behind it. What cookout you talk about, chilling? Not my cookout. Caitlin knocks down the free throw. And she knocks down the second. I'll be looking. I'll be like, the one time I did it, they got me the hell on out of there and gave me a copyright warning. And then I had a strike on my account for a month. Oh, good steal there by Timpson. Gets in the passing lane on the pass from Hillman. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Crosses over Isabel. Goes behind the back. She's in the post. One leg fall away from the left side. Short. Izzy Borlaise with the rebound. Izzy gets it over to Canada. Canada pushes. They have a 3-on-2. And the ball goes to Allisha Gray. I think that was the wrong decision there. Canada gets it back. Canada down to Hillman. Clark with the foul. She had her right arm wrapped around Hillman's waist on that entry pass. Clark trying to catch her breath. Both teams in the bonus, so it'll be free throws for the Dream. LMB said Clark's shoe looks like a new woman's model of foam posits. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like those. It's the. I was looking at the details. Those little dots on it are supposed to be like mini C's, which is a nice touch. It looks like an arrow pointing towards the front of the shoe. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a sneaker connoisseur in terms of basketball sneakers, but pretty cool. Yeah, this quarter's been dragging, Brandon. Hillman knocks down both free throws, and we're back up to 85-74. Caitlin with 26 points, 4 fouls. She goes to the bench for a breather. They're going to need her in the fourth. She's the only one really pretty much doing anything in terms of scoring. Kelsey Mitchell, can she come along for the ride? Kelsey picks up her dribble. Oh, to Cunningham. Down to Boston. Foul by Canada. She was buried under the basket, had no choice. Do I think Boston gets 2 more points? She's at the line for 2 free throws now, Drew. So I guess we'll find out. Oh, rebounds? Possibly. So Aaliyah Boston at the line for 2 free throws. Aaliyah Boston first free throw is up. She knocks it down. Cuz you know I can't knit. I don't know. Only thing I can do is thread a needle. I used to thread needles for my mom back in the day. She used to sew. Sewing and knitting. Different things. Different tools. Ignore me. Boston knocks down the second free throw. It's back to a 9-point game. 85-76. Salute, LMB. Salute. Rhyne Howard over to Angel Reese, playing with 4 fouls she got in that first half. She's been pretty clean ever since. Angel spins off Timpson. Left hand layup is good. Picking on Timpson there. And it's back to 11. It's funny. My mom asking me to thread needles, and I got bad eyesight. Ball down to Boston. Boston faces up on Hillman. She goes into the post, spins up off the left shoulder, and lays it in with the left. Nice move there. Look at the footwork there by Aaliyah Boston. And he gets it back down to 9. Shot clock is turned off here. 15 seconds to go. Dream up 87-78 with possession. Canada at half court, guarded by Ty Harris. Canada between the legs. Goes off the screen going right. Canada. Hook pass over to Allisha Gray. 3 short. Rebound by Ty Harris. Ty Harris from 3/4 court. Not even close. And that's how the quarter ends. Thankfully. I wish they had put stats on how long the quarter was, because that felt like forever. Dream up 87-78. 10 minutes to go in this game. Mads, that's crazy. I don't know how to, well, I know how to start song. I don't know how to start. I know how to finish. It's like when I don't know if y'all did this down in wherever y'all from in the chat, but when they used to have like it's not a lanyard. What was it? It was like those plastic. You used to make like designs out of this plastic thing. You used to make, cause you know what I'm talking about. All the kids in school, the girls used to like make like the box and the freaking damn, what's the name of that thing? I can't believe I forgot the name of it. It was like, it wasn't thread. It was like a hard plastic thread type material. You know what I'm trying to talk about. I used to learn how to do that. That's the closest I know how to doing things like with my hands like that. Yeah, ask my little cousins what they know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, you used to put on your keys and stuff. Johnny says weave. Yeah, I forgot what they called it. I don't think we called it weave. We called it something else. But it might have been weave. I can't remember. It's funny how everybody got different names for it. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. But I don't even know what it's called. The third quarter was close to 50 minutes. Jeez. Nobody knows what it's called. People use I used to make you could make a snake, you could make like a box, and it was like different color material. This man Johnny is crazy. Said making a classic box stitch keychain, or they called it a boondoggle. Nah, I ain't never heard boondoggle. They said a square stitch lanyard. It's called lace. It's made out of plastic lace. That's funny. What you saying, Sierra? Look up macrame. Oh, my bad. I'm over here searching. I'm over here doing my own searching. Nah, the macrame is something different than what I'm talking about. This looks like some ghost catcher looking stuff, or dream catcher looking stuff, not ghost catcher. What am I talking about? Ball and play here to start the fourth quarter. I'm gonna show you out the next break. Naz Hillman finds Angel Reese, get hands there by Aaliyah Boston. It stays with the dream. $87-78. They just mentioned Angel Reese didn't pick up any fouls in that quarter. They find Angel Reese. No, that's not a foul. That's a block by Hines Allen, but they called a foul on Hines Allen. That's her second. I literally typed in Google making the box keychain thing. As Angel knocks down the first free throw. And she misses the free throw. Ball gets tipped out, but Caitlin recovers it. At the next break, I'm going to show y'all macrame or macrame, however you pronounce it. I'm going to show you the other thing. Caitlin bodies up to the lane, doesn't get the foul call, and it's a rebound to the dream. They're pushing in transition. Caitlin still in the backcourt. They have numbers. She just joins and finds Hillman. Hillman puts up the floater, can't get it. Reese tips it over to Hillman. Hillman throws it back out to Canada. 10 on the shot clock. Canada. Oh, turns Ty Harris around. Canada stops. Spins, goes up. Floater over the rim. Can't get it to go. Ball over to Caitlin. Caitlin dribbles in, throws it out to Boston. Boston catches the pass. Attacks Howard. Bodies up, throws up the hook shot, and scores. 88-80. 19 for Aaliyah, so she's come along for the ride now. Let's see if she can finish. But they call a foul here on Clark. That's 5 fouls on Caitlin. Aaliyah Boston up to 19 points, 5 rebounds. Caitlin with 26 points, 7 assists, and now 5 fouls. That's not a foul on Caitlin, in my opinion. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Yeah, they blew that challenge. That's what I'm all right, I'm gonna show y'all this right quick while we have some time. This is the thing I'm talking about. Let me rewind it. This thing here. Let me fast forward. We don't need to stay too much time on it. Can I fast forward TikToks? Ball and play here, but this thing here is what I'm talking about. Back to the game. Free throws are made. It's a 10-point game, 90-80. Ball over to Boston. Boston in the post. And she spins off right, throws up the hook shot, draws the foul. And now Boston will go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, I see this macrame keychain. It's a little different. I see the similarities though. Different material. This looks like it's made out of like actual lanyard. As Boston makes the first free throw. This is the macrame thing you was talking about. Yeah, this is different material. This is like more lanyardish material compared to the other one. It was like a hard plastic type material. Glad we got to the bottom of that. Just went down a rabbit hole. Boston knocks down the second. It's an 8-point game. Yeah, I never heard it called boondoggle. That's what Google said, but you know, what can we do? Tahina Pow with the ball. Pow gets it over to Rhyne Howard. Howard over to Hillman. Down to Reese. Reese against Boston. Left side of the paint. Reese goes up and she travels. Yep. I guess it's the same thing, different material, essentially. Imagine me just here calling the game. I'm just making a damn thing. I can't call it boondoggle. It sounds weird. It just sounds wrong. Ty Harris gets it over to Boston. Boston guarded by Hillman. Oh, and spins off the shoulder. Boston showing off the footwork tonight. 23 for Aaliyah Boston. She was quiet in the first half. She's come alive here. It's a 6-point game. Pow out to Hillman. She can hit that 3, and she knocks it down. Calms the crowd down. Big shot for Naz Hillman. 93-84. And they find Kelsey Mitchell on the back cut. She's been extremely quiet tonight. And we have a timeout on the floor here. We're going to take a look at the box score and not no more boondoggles or macrames or whatever. 93-86. Indiana outscoring Atlanta 8-6 in the fourth quarter. Take a look at the box score. 93-86 is the score. Let's zoom in and take a look here. Naz Hillman, 17 points on 3 of 3 from 3. Made all 6 of her free throws as well. We got Angel Reese with 15.6 rebounds, still with 4 fouls, so she's been playing pretty solid defense without fouling. Allisha Gray, 13 points. You got 17 from Canada and 12 from Rhyne Howard. Now, Cunningham is still in. Cunningham, not in, but she's not hurt. Cunningham is good. So you see all 5 starters for the Dream in double figures. Off the bench, you got Kone with 3, 7 for Pow, and 9 for Izzy Borlays. She's been on 9 since that second quarter. Mo Billings, quiet night, 6 points, 2 rebounds. I shouldn't say quiet. It's probably her average night nowadays. 23 for Boston. She's come alive here. 5 rebounds still. 15 for Kelsey Mitchell. She's been efficient, though. She hasn't taken a lot of unnecessary shots. She's a 6 for 8. You got 2 for Hull and 26 for Caitlin, but she has 5 fouls. She does have 7 assists, though, to go with it. Off the bench, Cunningham with 10. She's made three of her 3 threes. Tongue tie there. And Michaela Timpson with 4. You said Ryan got cut? Meaning, like, physically? I mean, of course, they not going to cut her in the middle of the game, right? Let's look at the team stats while we have some time here. Still in commercial. See if any of these numbers have gotten better or worse. So they're shooting about equal from the field. 57 for the Dream, 58 for the Fever. 3-point, the Fever still leading in that category. 58% for the Fever, 47% for the Dream. Oh, I got you, Sierra. Free throws about equal. 28 for the Dream, 25 for the Fever. Rebounding, the Dream are leading that 24-18. They're leading the assist still 19-14. 8-6 in the steals category. As I mentioned, they lead the league in steals per game. Turnovers, 13 for the Fever, 10 for the Dream. Largest lead, 13 for the Dream and 5 for the Fever. Broadcast is coming back. Yeah, she's shooting a high percent. She's shooting like 70+% from 3 in the last 3 games. Bet till I falling down. Ball and play here with the Atlanta Dream. 50 points in the paint for the Dream tonight compared to 38 for the Fever. Naz Hillman finds Reese. Oh, and doesn't find Reese. Good hands there by Michaela Timpson. Long arm of the law there. Allows Aaliyah Boston to get the steal. Hands it off to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell fakes to 3. Dancing with it. Tries to get to her left. Gets downhill. Lays it up and in. Kelsey Mitchell with the layup. And the Fever are on the comeback here. 93-88. But they find Angel Reese. She might have traveled. But she goes up, gets blocked by Boston, and recovered by Boston. Ty Harris with the ball. At the point guard. Caitlin Clark is on the bench right now. Fever fans standing on their feet. And then a foul here by Allisha Gray. Bodies hit the floor. Gray fouls Mitchell. He was trying to fight over a screen. Allisha Gray just gets blown by Kelsey Mitchell. Aaliyah Boston, good block and rebound. You got to be patient with Angel. She's going to pivot, and then the block comes in. Mads don't lie. Ball in play with Boston. They bring the late double over. She dribbles out of it, but brings the ball down. Hillman rips it right out of her hands. Good stop there. And now Canada on the push. Canada gets downhill, attacks Cunningham. Left hand layup, no good. Rebound to Timpson. Timpson over to Boston, who gets it to Mitchell. Yeah, Kelsey's different. One of my favorites to watch as well when she's got it going. Ball over to Boston. Boston guarded by Canada. And Canada strips it out of her hand, but they call a foul on Canada. So ball in play here. Ty Harris gets it into Timpson. Timpson over to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Canada. Mitchell goes off the screen, going to her dominant left hand. She dribbles back, step back 3. Oh, Kelsey! She's come alive here, and it's a 2-point game. 2-point game. 11-3 won by the Fever. Rhyne Howard tries to attack, goes into the paint, throws up the floater, and it's out of bounds on the Dream. Uh-oh. We have a game on our hands, people. We have a game on our hands. Ball and player Mitchell for another 3. Oh, that was the heat check. She was too strong on that one. She has the last 7. She was going for 10. Izzy Borlase with the ball. Dream have to get a good possession here. Momentum's all on the Fever side. Borlase blows by Boston, goes up for the layup, but Timpson gets the rebound. Fever could tie or take the lead with a 3. Ty Harris gets it down to Cunningham. Reverse layup is up, and the game is tied. 93-93 timeout Dream. "9-0 run in the last 2 minutes, and the Fever are right back in it. Tie game with 5 minutes to go. We have a good one on our hands. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey quickly up to 20 points now. I said she's a microwave scorer. Once she sees one go in, it's hard to stop. She got that blow by for the layup that she knocks down to 3. And then I think she knocked down another one as well. What y'all need? Boston for 7 rebounds or something? She's up. Boston's with 23 and 6 rebounds. Kelsey with 20. Got 12 for Sophie. Caitlin Clark's on the bench currently. For the Dream, you have Hillman with 17. 13 for Gray. Canada with 17. Rhyne Howard with 12. And Borlase with 9. I told you I turned the bot off because it was being too strict. I didn't turn it off. I turned that feature off because he was being too strict. Fever on a 9-0 run. That's dope. ESPN does that now. Puts the when the teams are on a run. All right, we're in a timeout right now. What a comeback by the Fever. They're outscoring the Dream 15-6 in the quarter right now. 15-6. Nah. Russell, what's going on? Both teams are playing well. Salute on TikTok. Salute. I seem completely neutral. I am. My team ain't playing. My team, the Liberty. If you were watching the game yesterday, for the most part, I'm neutral. I get a little biased when the Liberty are playing, but everybody else, I'm super neutral. They're promoting the Commissioner's Cup final between the Aces and the Liberty. That'll be on June 30th. Don't know if I'll stream that. I literally just bought. They offered me the tickets for the game as a part of my season ticket plan. I mean, they didn't offer it to me. They offered us to buy it early. Buy my seats early for the Commissioner's Cup game, and I bought it, so I may be at that game. Mom wants to go, so maybe, probably won't stream, but we'll see. Nah, Russell. Well, we'll see. We almost lost to the terrible Sky yesterday, but Sabrina did save us, so I got to give her credit. All right, ball back in play here. Canada gets fouled. It's funny. They call some weak ones, and then they let the other ones go. I don't know. But that was a foul on Ty Harris, the Indiana native, I believe. All right, let me lock in here. 4:57 to go. Tie game 93-93. Rhyne Howard with the ball. Rhyne Howard comes off that screen from Angel, who's checked back in. Rhyne Howard up top to Canada, guarded by what's her name? Harris. Reese in the post against Timpson. She goes up and lays it in. She's been picking on Timpson all night. Well, she going against Boston, it's a little different. Going against the second-year player, Timpson. There's barbecue chicken down there. 95-93, Dream with the lead. Ty Harris with the ball. Oh, and Mitchell slips. And it's a turnover. Good sportsmanship there. They help Mitchell up. She gives him a nice pat. And Angel Reese after that move gives a nice a little mean mug. Allisha Gray, she's been quiet and she stays quiet. She misses. Aaliyah Boston with the rebound. Y'all in luck. Whoever needed another rebound for Aaliyah Boston, she's up to 7 now. Kelsey Mitchell, 7 of the last 9 for the Fever. What can she do here? On an island with Reese, and they call an offensive foul on Aaliyah Boston. South Carolina on South Carolina. Popped her in the lip. I meant to talk about the South Carolina relations here, but I keep forgetting every time we have a break. Jordan Canada with the ball. Canada gets it over to Hillman. Hillman, top of the key, finds Reese. Reese up top to Rhyne Howard. Right side to Reese. Reese tries to attack Boston. Goes into the post. Goes up and gets blocked again. Gets it back. Throws out to Hillman. Hillman for 3. Off the front of the rim. Boston with another rebound. Man, whoever I told I was nervous about the 9 rebounds for Boston, I feel bad. She's up to 8. Allisha Gray is in the game. Players in the game, while we have a break, Caitlin Clark just checks back in for Ty Harris. So for the Dream, you have Hillman, Reese, Gray, Canada, and Howard, which is their starting lineup. For the Fever, they just bring Caitlin Clark back in. Is Clark, Cunningham, Timpson, Mitchell, and Boston. Ball and play here with Cunningham. Cunningham over to Kelsey Mitchell, attacks Canada. Hello, has he moved those up the floater and she sneaks it in, ties the game at 95. Let me set up in my chair. This is a good one here. Canada with the ball. Over to Allisha Gray. Comes off the curl. Allisha with the left-hand layup and gets fouled by Boston. Can't finish the lay, but she'll go to the line for two. We have a good one on our hands, people. Atlanta led by as much as, I think, 15 in this game, if my memory serves me right. 13. And in this fourth quarter, Kelsey Mitchell has turned up the heat and brought them back. Allisha Gray knocks down the free throw. Allisha Gray is at the line shooting free throws. She made the first. Allisha Gray's at the line for the second. Second one is up. Knocks down both free throws. Allisha Gray knocks down both. Ball's in play here with Caitlin. She's working on a 30-piece. Allisha Gray up to 14 in the game. Caitlin with the ball at half court, guarded by Rhyne Howard. They bring the double. They get it over to Kelsey. Kelsey, snatch back, shoots a three for the lead, and she misses off the front of the rim. And Angel Reese with another rebound here. Reese up to 7 on the game. 7 rebounds for Angel. Ball over to Allisha Gray. Finds Reese. Reese hands it off to Rhyne Howard. Rhyne Howard with the ball over to Hillman. Hillman, top of the key three. Too strong. Cunningham with the rebound. Oh, Caitlin with the ball. Caitlin guarded tightly by Rhyne Howard. They've been going at this matchup all day. Oh, Reese almost gets the pick on Caitlin. But Caitlin over to Timpson. Timpson tried to lob it into Boston. Throws it right to the Dream. Allisha Gray down the lane. Left-hand layup is up and good. 4-point lead for the Dream. Defense to offense. Silly turnover by Timpson. Damn, they got Mo Billings on the bench. Damn, Mo, I love you, but yeah, you've been stinking it up. Kelsey Mitchell, right elbow jump shot, short. Fight for the rebound. Timpson gets it. Timpson gets fouled there by Hillman. Salute, Rhino. Just hit for 156. That's a nice come up. $99.95. Timpson going to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, she got the Ja Moran song. Those are, you can see the big JA from all the way up here. Timpson at the line. Second-year player out of Florida State. Knocks down the first free throw. Timpson, second free throw is up. And she knocks down both. Brings it back to a 2-point game. 99-97. Hillman with 5 fouls now. They might go at her. But the Dream have the ball. Crowd raising to their feet. 1:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dream and Rhyne Howard with possession. Rhyne, right to left crossover. Gets around Mitchell. Hezzy move. Throws up the floater and scores. Nasty move by Rhyne Howard. Kept it all herself. Nice little right to left crossover. Gave him a nice little head fake. Left hand dribble to the right hand floater. 101-97. Caitlin comes off the screen. Oh, almost traveled over to Timpson. Finds Cunningham. Back to Caitlin. 8 on the shot clock. Caitlin drives, finds Timpson. Timpson tries to attack Hillman. Timpson with 2 on the clock. Timpson goes up. Oh, she overshoots it. And Angel Reese with the rebound. Reese gets it over to Canada. 60 seconds to go in this game. 4-point lead for the Dream. I think a shot here could do it. Canada with possession. Gets it over to Rhyne. Rhyne the closer. Let's see if she can close the door here. Dribbles right. Attacks Caitlin. Tries to Euro step. Goes up off glass and scores. And hits her with the too tiny. She's too little. And timeout Steph White. That probably will do it. But I shouldn't count the Fever out yet. Rhyne Howard. Just the last couple possessions. Couple hezzy moves, gets to the floater, then attacks Caitlyn with 5 fouls. A nice little slow Euro step. Caitlyn did all she could, but it's not enough. Not enough. And then hits her with the too small. Ryan, you cold for that, Ron. You cold for that. Salute, Draco. Yep, your parlay hit too. Salute, everybody hitting tonight. Salute, everyone tapped in on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you leave a like, follow, subscribe. We do these watch-alongs all season long. I am a Liberty fan, but I do cover all the teams in the W doing these watch-alongs. Oh, stomach growl. I'm getting a little hungry. But this is a good game. I'm glad it's a good game. We had a couple good ones and a couple blowouts, but you deal with what you can. In clutch games this season, the Dream are 4-1. Within the last 5 minutes, the game has to be within 5 points. That's how they classify clutch. Fever, damn, I just missed it. I think they were like 4-1 or something. I don't want to rewind it because I'm a miss. Somebody tell me what that stat was. Who's watching on Prime at least. Ball and play here with Boston. 45 seconds to go. Guarded by Reese on the perimeter. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell's. Oh, I thought she was going to pull. She attacks Hillman, gets downhill. Left hand lay is good. Kelsey Mitchell to the cup. So the game's still not over. They still time here. 2 possession game, but Rhyne Howard. She scored the last 2 buckets for the Dream. Can she put the final nail in the coffin? Oh, they bring the late double. They find Reese on the cut. Reese gets fouled and won. Angel Reese. And I guess that's their little celebration. Everybody on the bench doing the too tiny over there. But they bring a late double over to Ryan. Angel cuts down the lane, foul on Timpson. And that probably should do it. It was 4-4 Fever. Thanks, Matt. So that should probably do it. Shot clock is off. Angel Reese at the line for a free throw, 4 to 3 point play. And she knocks it down. Angel Reese. 19 points, 20 points, 9 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell trying to attack. Gets to the lane, gets to foul. Hillman. I think Hillman fouls out there. That's 6 fouls for Naz Hillman. That's her night done. Finishes with 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So Naz will go to the bench. Who do they bring in? We'll see. I mean, she held on as long as she could without fouling out. Good to foul out with 18 seconds left in the game in hand. 106-99. Tahina Pow. They bring in Pow for Hillman. First free throw for Kelsey Mitchell is up. She cashes in. Kelsey Mitchell up to 24 on the night. She had a stellar second half, but just not enough. Needed some help earlier in the game. Kelsey up to 25. Caitlyn rubbing that right knee. That's the leg. She has a full leg sleeve on that right side. So it looks like the Dream are going to avenge that earlier loss back on the 4th of June. But stranger things have happened. We'll see. All right, Durston, salute. Appreciate you, my friend. So Rhyne Howard down the stretch. Big plays. Rhyne doing it on both ends of the floor. Getting steals on Caitlyn, steals on the inbound, and then on the offensive side, taking control and closing the door here on the Fever. Yeah, Mads. Oh, you missed that conversation. Yeah. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. So while I'm at the airport, I'll put the game in the Discord for y'all to watch, the Liberty game. And then hopefully my flight has Wi-Fi so I can watch it. Yeah, but 9 p.m. tomorrow. All right, so Bulls players are coming back on the court here. 106, 101, 18 seconds to go here. All right, so Rhyne Howard to inbound. Gets it over to Canada. Canada, and they're going to play the intentional foul game. Cool. So if you had Canada on the over 20 points, let me see what she got. If you had Canada over 17 points, she's at the free throw line. Jordan Canada at the free throw line, shooting 2. First one is up. She knocks it down. Jordan Canada at the line for the second free throw. And she knocks down she misses the second. Ball tipped out, and they say it's Fever basketball. Please don't. They're going to review it? Please just let this game. No, you're up 6. But I understand. They got to do what they got to do. Who got the rebound? Let's see. I don't know who they credited it to. It was like a loose ballish. They called it a team rebound, Joey. So nobody's credited in particular with it. This was like the other day. What game was it yesterday when I was like, I just need them to end this game, when they just kept fouling and whatever. Jaden, Canada missed the second free throw. The Fever got the rebound, and then they challenged it. They didn't know who the ball was out on, and the Dream, challenged the play. So now we're in a review. (107, 101). Fever came all the way back to tie. They were down as many as 13. And they came all the way back to tie. What was it, like 93? It was tied at 95, tied at 97, I think, too. The challenge is successful, though, so it is Dream basketball. Yeah, so nobody really had possession. Yeah, it was out on Lexi Hull. Yep. Seeing that angle there. That did it. Looking at it, the Dream have 60 points in the paint. 6-0. That's insane. 60 points in the paint. Rhyne Howard to inbound. The referees are discussing something now. Rye gets it over to Canada, please. And she steps on the out of bounds line. It's Fever ball, so that challenge was all for naught. Oh, I'm surprised her foot was on the out of bounds line. That's definitely out of bounds. So Caitlin, they called a reset timeout to Fever do. It's 107, 101, 15.9 seconds to go. It's Fever ball. Sophie Cunningham to inbound. Timpson comes out. Ty Harris is in. So Sophie Cunningham to inbound. They need all the 3-point shooters on the court they can get. They look so confused. Nobody knows what to do. They get it into Boston. Finds Caitlin. Caitlin throws it back out to Boston. Boston for 3. Off. Angel Reese with the rebound. That should be the double-double, and they called the foul on Ty Harris. So Angel Reese with a 20. Did they give her that rebound? It should be 20 and 10. Yeah, 20 and 10 for Angel Reese. It's 8 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go in the game. 8.7 to be exact. Angel Reese is at the line for 2 free throws. And it rattles in and out for Angel. Michaela Timpson checks back in for Ty Harris. They want to get the rebound here. And she makes the second. So 21 and 10 for Angel Reese in this one. She dealt with foul trouble early, and a timeout is called here by the Fever. Bruh. Boston with 23 points, 8 rebounds. You got Kelsey Mitchell with 26. Caitlin Clark with 26 as well. So their big three all have 20 plus points. So we're in a timeout right now. We are in timeout. Salute to everyone still hanging around for the end of this game, even though they're prolonging it a bit. This game started at technically 7:40. It's about to be 10 o'clock here on the East. So we're at about 2 hours, 20 minutes of game time for a 40-minute game. Funny how that works. Yeah, Zay. I don't know where they're going to find that now. That's something for the future. Salute, Zay. Good to see you in the chat. All right, people. So it's Fever basketball. Sophie Cunningham to inbound. They running some Madden play here. They get it to Cunningham for 3. Not going to go. Angel Reese, another rebound. And they call off the Dogs finally. And that's how the game ends, people. Atlanta avenged the earlier loss this season against the Fever. They walk into Indianapolis and pull out the win, 108-101. Angel Reese, I think they said her 60th. Is that correct? 60th career double-double. 108-101 final score. Dream moved to 10-4 on the season. The Fever dropped to 9-6. Liberty lead the Eastern Conference in record with 11-4. Dream and Fever right behind them, 2-3 respectively. Let's take a last look at the box score before I head on out of here. 108-101 is the final score. Let's take a look at the box score we want to see. So it's 29-24 in the first in favor of Indiana. Then we had 34-20 in the second in favor of the Dream. Both tied at 29 in the third, and Indiana outscores them 23-21 in the fourth. Looking at Naz Hillman, she ends up fouling out, but finishes with 17 points, 4 rebounds, knocked down 3 of her 5 3-pointers. Angel Reese, 29 minutes, 21 points, 11 rebounds, did have 4 turnovers, and she was dealing with foul trouble, but she was able to close. 17 for Allisha Gray, quietish night for her, but she was pretty efficient. 18 for Jordan Canada with 5 assists, 4 steals. And then you had Rhyne Howard with 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Off the bench, Kone gave 3. 7 for Pow Pow, 9 for Borlaise. For the Fever, you have Mo Billings with 6, 23 for Aaliyah Boston, 26 for Kelsey Mitchell, 2 for Hull, and 26 for Caitlin Clark with 7 assists. Aaliyah Boston finishes with 23 points, 8 rebounds for those who were looking at the rebounds. Hines Allen didn't score. 6 for Michaela Timpson, 12 for Sophie Cunningham on 2 made threes. And that's how the game ends. Looking at some of these other stats, let me refresh this, make sure I got it right. 60 points in the paint for the Dream, 46 for the Fever. 17 fast break points for Atlanta. 19-18, the bench points were pretty even. Indiana had 17 turnovers, which did them in, to be completely honest with you. All right, guys, that's it from me. Dream get the win. They moved to 10-4. Fever dropped to 9-6. The game is over. If you're just joining, game is over. All right, guys. That's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your night, day, wherever you are in the world. I'll see what my watch along schedule is for the next week. I'll be away, but I do usually travel with my equipment, so we'll see if I can get some in. Otherwise, it'll probably be in the Discord for you guys to watch. As usual, Discord is, if you're on the vertical, is right here where my finger's pointing. Just put that link in and you can join the Discord. I play live games in there when I'm not streaming. For those on YouTube and Twitch, it should be in the channel description. Liberty play. Who they play tomorrow? The Mystics. I know that's your team. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm done rambling. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Salute.